If I can't do it,
So, hey guys, I'm playing catch up and I wanted to update my community on update with Blueface. It was confirmed via Wack 100's mouth that he is 100% good in jail, and I want to get into what went down and what the current situation is as of a few days ago with Blueface. So it states here, and I want to give a shout out to Hot Tea, Hot Chocolate. Wack 100 confirms Blueface is good in jail and that he wants nothing to do with his mom. She almost got him put on unalive watch. And then Wack 100 confirms that Blueface is good in jail. She says he maintains he wants nothing to do with his mom, Carlissa, and that he has tried to get him to call her, and Blueface has denied access to her circus tickets. Also mentioned she is calling the jail too much, almost getting him put on unalive watch. So there you have it. She got a phone call initially, and I will let you listen to what the recording was, so we have the receipts on record. But we all know that Wack 100 did in fact confirm that he did call the mother, Carlissa, and told her about the situation with Blueface getting into a squabble with Crips, and he was put into another section of the jail. Now, let's just backtrack just a little bit. Remember, Wack 100 was saying, I'll pull up the video maybe in one of my lives so you guys can hear it. Blueface was adamant he wanted to be in population, so they put him in population. He was separate from the Crips at first. Paperwork was done, legal paperwork. It was signed off, and he was back. Well, he was put into general population, and he was put in the unit with the Crips. Obviously that didn't work out in his favor because he had got into a squabble with a few of the Crip members and they had to remove him. However, with Carlissa, doing all this calling up to the jail, worrying about her son getting into a fight, they look at him as a liability. It's bad enough that they still have him in there because, like Wack 100 said, because of who he is, the status of who he is, they are going to be held to the highest responsibility if something happens to him in that jail. Now, there are people that are not even famous that get released on violation probation, and they violate and they have to do some time, but because the California jails are overcrowded, they get early release. Sometimes they get released same day or the next day. Now, it was really surprising to me that he's still in there. Now, we all know, like I had stated many times before, since Wack 100 saying this, that within 30 to 100 days, because of the overcrowding of the jail, he most likely will be released. Now, we know that his release date is July 2nd, 2024. So that's just a worst case scenario. I also have a video that I put out before this video, which confirms that he will not. This is from Wack 100's mouth, and I will say allegedly, to protect myself and nobody get the wrong information, that I am reporting this information as he's getting out of California jail and he doesn't have anything held over his head in Nevada. But Wack 100 had stated that he will not have to serve any time in Nevada. They need to clear that up, obviously, on the docket. And he's probably, when he gets released, he's going to have to go and either clear it up himself or have the attorney that Wack 100 allegedly said he paid $10,000 to $15,000 to represent him in removing this warrant on Blueface. So we're going to see how this plays out, but I want you to listen to what Wack 100 had to say, and I'll be back with the rest of my commentary.
What's up with Blueface, bro? I seen you respond to it. His mama took what you had said out of context and all that. Like when it came to the fight, is it any updates with Blueface? Mm-hmm. And I can say Blueface know how to fight. Wow.
No, but Bonnie Lachey.
Mm. I seen that. I actually seen that on. I forgot what article. Matter of fact, it was King Von. They just released a video on King Von. They was like King Von refused PC because people was calling saying that they feel that his life was in danger. Ain't that
So there you have it. It came out of Wack 100's mouth. And I didn't hear him include, he's supposed to be the mentor, allegedly, according to Jessica West. He did not include Bonnie Lachey in that phone call, those phone calls that he made. He said Bodine, Jaidyn, Alexis, and Chrisean Rock, and also including Wack 100. Those are the only 4 people that he calls while in jail. So I don't know where people are getting this information from or running with the information that he is in contact with Bonnie Lachey, because that is farther from the truth. And if Wack know the business, he gonna tell it. So I'm just saying, we have to protect our eyes and our ears, because people can say things and it be not what it is. Like I always say on social media, people can tell you what they want you to know, not what you need to know. So yeah, that is a situation with Blueface, and they're trying to put the blame on Carlissa. And the reason why I say that is because we are not there. We're only listening to one side of the story. We did hear Carlissa state her side of the story, but I look at it like this: there's 3 sides of the story. There's your side, my side, and the truth. And until Blueface gets out, and even when he gets out, that don't mean we need to run with what he says that went on, if he even discusses it. He should be about the business and getting himself together and putting all this behind him, staying out of trouble, and doing right by himself, his family, and Chrisean Rock and Junior. So, hopefully when he gets out, this is a lesson learned to stay out and to move forward and look at this as a learning curve, and not to get himself in this situation again. Hey guys, just a small update of what's going on with Blueface, the situation with Blueface being locked up and also having to report to Nevada for other charges of violation of his probation. So it might be looking good for Blueface in that situation, and he'll be allegedly coming home very soon, according to Wack 100. So I want to give a shout out to Hot Tea, Hot Chocolate. It's stated here, Blueface will be released soon. This is new to those who are new here. But as I've said since we learned about the possible violation in Las Vegas, they had no case, since Utah didn't charge Blueface for any assault or crime. Las Vegas cannot violate him. So once the whole is officially released, any day soon, Blueface will be coming home. Free Blueface. That's what it says. I also looked up that there is still an active warrant. Warrant, same thing. Wanted on his status. That's why it's very important. I also brought that up in regards to Chrisean Rock's case. I'm going to let you listen to something in a minute, but I just want to explain this to you really quickly. That is very important to have paperwork from the courts or the facility that you get released from, that you're free and clear. Because if it's not updated in the system, you can be pulled over for a traffic violation or what have you, anything. Okay, and you can be arrested because they're not always up to date. And it could be the case with Chrisean Rock. I'm playing devil's advocate, hoping that maybe Chrisean Rock did clear up legal allegations, legal obligations, and she's free and clear. Now I'm gonna let you listen to what Wack 100 had to say, and I'll be back with the rest of my commentary.
Vegas not gonna pick them up?
Nah, Vegas think we committed another crime. They not realizing that it's violation come from the Vegas misdemeanor because it was 6 months later. They didn't realize, they ain't understand. I just kept him out all that time.
Right.
Yeah, so I got the attorneys working on it. This is robbery. Cost me another 10, 15,000. Send the attorneys in there to show that a crime committed. No, so how you issuing the violation?
Right.
Well, we let him out in June, and now it's January. Yeah, well, we was violated when we took your misdemeanor back in California. When we took the misdemeanor in Vegas, it violated us in California. I just strung it out 6, 7 months. There was no other infraction committed.
Know how to play that system, that's all.
No, there's no other infraction
committed. Vegas.
So here you have it. It looks like Blueface will be getting out soon. I don't know if they'll give him an early release like Wack 100 said, within 30 to 100 days. His father said the other day he had 60 days in, so he's heading towards 90. So let's hopefully, pray that he gets out in that time, or the worst case scenario, he'll be getting out July 2nd, 2024. And also, again, the Nevada case, he will not behave according to Wack 100. And this is still allegedly out of my mouth because we don't know. I did look up on Vine, and I'll show you that he's still wanted. They're going to have to clear that off the system. He's probably still going to have to go, once he's released, to Nevada into court so that they can remove that warrant, because there's a warrant out for his arrest. When they say wanted, there's definitely a warrant in the system. So if he gets picked up for anything, they can arrest him. Then he has to go into court and clear it up. So it would be just in the best interest of Blueface just to go into the courts when he gets out of jail, and then going to Nevada and clearing it up. Now, he might not go right away because, yes, he's wanted in the sense that it's in the system that he has a warrant, but Wack 100, you heard him say out of his mouth, he had to pay an extra $15,000 for that to be handled. So maybe he might not even have to, Blueface, go into court and handle anything because it's a paid attorney that's gonna handle that. I don't know how that's gonna go. They might want him to still come in with that lawyer, clear it up as well, and drop all that on him, and he won't have to serve any time. We'll see how that plays out. Either way, it doesn't look, if this is any truth from it, from Wack 100's mouth, it sounds like he's not going to have to do any probation violation time in Nevada. He'll be a free man, and he'll be able to go on about his business, and then hopefully, like we're all waiting for, we'll see what the next endeavors, whatever his plans are, business moves, what he's going to do with the circus. We'll see how this plays out. Now, I'm going to let you look at this as well. Still actively said in Nevada that he is wanted. That means a warrant is out for his arrest. We already know he's in custody. Has nothing to do with California and him being locked up in the California jail. He has someone allegedly, Wack 100, paid $15,000 to handle that situation. So by the time he gets out, this is just my opinion of how I think it's going to play out. When we go back to this site to check, it'll probably be cleared up, and he might not, come think of it, he might not have to even go to that state to clear that up because he has paid legal team or person to go in to represent him in his place to clear that situation up. And he's free and clear. Now let's hope after he gets out, he doesn't pick up any more crimes. He doesn't get into it with Chrisean Rock. He doesn't let Jaidyn Alexis trigger him if he ends up with Chrisean and not Jaidyn. And then, Jaidyn try to pull a fast one because she's mad that he's back with with Chrisean Rock, or vice versa. If any of them pull a stunt because he ends up with one and not the other, let's hope that he treads lightly, stays out of trouble so he doesn't get himself in these situations ever again. It's easy to get in trouble and it's hard to get out. And I hope Blueface has learned from this time that he has sat in jail that it's not worth it. He has too much handed to him, too many opportunities that people would just do anything for, that he should not want to be living this life. He is too famous and he has too much talent going on with himself. Even if he never raps again, he has too much work out here that he could be putting in and get into a bag so he can take care of his family, creating generational wealth to come so that they don't have to go through the struggles like Blueface did or people before him did. And, they can grow up into old money and pass this on from generation to generation to come, get your family out of this poverty and stop still living like you're in poverty and living that lifestyle when you don't have to. Some people do this for survival. There's no reason for Blueface to end up or to be in these situations because of his actions. So going forward, I just hope that he does the right thing. He becomes a businessman about his business, about his bag, and taking care of his family with the money that he makes, and not all these other shenanigans that are going on, because it's really not worth it. He has too much to lose and so much more to gain.
Young Rich Moolah and Stunner Girl, we've locked in and they already got their network. We've already helped create a whole streaming platform called Rare Rum TV. Rare Rum TV is collaborating with Tronics, and I think that's how we want to do it with everybody eventually, to where everybody has their own network and then we all just partner up on networks. Like, let's work something out, whatever she wants to do. Like, we different from other networks. Like, she might be looking into her own. Okay, cool. Look, it's all good. I mean, I got some powerhouse partners like Young Rich Moolah and Stunner Girl. We've locked in and they already got their network. We've already helped create a whole streaming platform called Rare Rum TV. Rare Rum TV is
So I think it is convenient to start now. Make sure y'all hit that like button or dislike button on the way in. Also, I will be doing a live today between the hours of 6 or 7 tonight. That'll be the live for the end of the night. Also, I have 2 updates that I also want to put up on the channel. I don't want to mix it in with this topic, which I think is just as serious, something that I've saw. I know a lot of people have saw it too. When I seen it, I didn't want to speak on it because I'm not superstitious, but I get energies, and some energies are almost like how people don't like to discuss religion. I think it's sometimes inappropriate to talk about religion. I feel funny about that, and I also feel funny about these sort of things as well. So my point being, when I seen Ray J say what he said in this audio, and I'll play it again later on as we go along with the Red Rum Entertainment. I said Red Rum, and I just got chills because I know that it's a demonic word to me. I don't know how you guys think it's demonic, and for you to make a company name that, and then, hey, listen, this is just how I feel, my opinion, what's on my heart. Then I started thinking about Whitney Houston. And him saying, I guess he was the last alleged person with Whitney Houston before she was unalived, or one of the last people. You know, quote me if I'm wrong. Like I said, I'm not going into a big, long, drawn out Whitney and Ray J discussion. You know, let that lady rest in peace. You know, she's in a better place right now, and she's not suffering. Because, you know, it's just really crazy. And I think of how religious I do know that Chrisean is. I do believe, I'm a firm believer that she is a woman, a young lady of God. She just doesn't, like all of us, because no one is above life's classroom. I do not care who thinks that they are. I look at the comment section a lot of times and I hear people preaching, but sometimes it should be the advice you should be giving yourself. And I say this to myself all the time. That's why I bring up experiences a lot of times in my lives about my own life or close ones to me, because you can't practice what you preach if you're not preaching it to yourself. Or you can't act like, you know, your life is peaches and creams and red roses and green grass and white picket fence, and get up here and do commentary on these people like you got it all together, because none of us got it all together. Even with all the money in the world, we do not have it all together. I know there's times I fall and I don't have it all together. Now, I just want to let you know, I'm quite sure this resonated also with Chrisean Rock. Red Rum. Then for him to throw out names of demonic, you know, shows that he put together with nothing but ratchetness and, you know, drama entertainment, demonic. Yeah, okay, this is, you know, like, let your hair down. At the end of the day, I'm not working. I don't have to take care of kids. I don't have to clean. You know, that kind of entertainment. But Chrisean Rock made it clear that she doesn't want to associate herself with this kind of you know, situation no more. But I didn't know whether or not to say anything about it. But when I heard him say Red Rum, all that came to mind was Whitney Houston. And then also what came to mind was the P. Diddy situation, the Jay-Z alleged situation going on, the Nature Boy situation on YouTube, you know, and Instagram. He's, you know, he's popular on those social media influences. Him getting life with no possibility of parole plus 10 years. All people of similar but different levels of power being taken down. And if you involved yourself in these entities, that's why I tell you I don't take sides. Because if I was taking sides, then you would be able to put me crabs in the barrel mentality of that I'm taking Chrisean Rock down. I do know that there are channel holders, and shout out to them channel holders. They know who they are, that they ride for Chrisean Rock. I ride for Chrisean Rock too, with a twist. But when Chrisean Rock is not doing something right, I don't co-sign it. I'm not putting the battery in Chrisean Rock's back. I'm going to talk to her just like her mother would, or her big sister would, or her big auntie. I'm not sugarcoating for no views. I'm not putting no sensationalized title, thumbnail, none of that. I'm not lying, making up no false allegations just to get you your adrenaline pumped up for a view. It going down like that. I can be labeled as a boring channel. I don't care what you say about me. I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. Period, point blank. That's what we do on this channel. I'm not appeasing the masses, because as soon as my channel gets taken down because I'm appeasing the masses, then you'll be talking about me and how dumb I was for listening. So I don't take sides. I'm on the right side. When Chrisean Rock is doing something good, I say she's doing something good. And I don't care what nobody says, because I'm not going to, just because she's someone that I support, if she's doing something that's foul or out of line, I'm gonna speak on it because I want her to do better. Hey, Scorpion Lots, keep up the great work. Thank you so much, sweetie. I respect all of that. You know what I'm saying? And Honey Red, I left the link to the updated video that you were referring to because, like you said, it's funny how nobody's bringing up, like, the legal issues. And I was just saying before you came in, Honey Red, I'm not putting no battery in nobody's back because I don't want no one doing it to my child. I don't want no one trying to put it in my back, a battery in my back to go do some foolishness. And you know what I'm saying? Exactly. It's called accountability. And people get in the comment section, which I don't care because I have a blog section for you. I'm not getting up here acting like things are okay. Okay, Honey Red, that's what's up. I'm glad you got it. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing stuff for views. I'm not here for you to like me. I want the people who are organically here to be here. And you're not going to be here because I'm up here putting false titles of, and then you get on the video and it's not even about the title. Now you may think that about some of my videos. That's because you haven't looked at all the video. That's why. You got to look at the whole video. I'm not up here putting the battery in Chrisean Rock's back. I really hope that she keeps the same energy when Blueface gets out. Because I got a big surprise for you guys after this video. And many of you may have heard it, and many of you may not. There's only one channel holder that had announced, well, no, actually, one of the two topics I'm going to cover after this live, I'm not going to get this mixed up and have a whole bunch of things going on. You guys came to see this topic. But will surprise you. This is why I'm saying to you, I hope she keeps the same energy when Blueface gets out. Because let me tell you something. July 2nd is around the corner. And if he signed, like is being allegedly said, with Ray J, and see, and I'm telling you, and I can furnish receipts. If Wack 100 is paying 15 stacks for legal fees currently, or even in the past, so that they don't give him any more time to serve when he gets out. How did you find that out? Well, we'll find out when you see the next video that comes after this live. Just stay tuned. I'm gonna keep you on ice for a little while. But anyways, when he does get out, if he is signed with Ray J, Wack is going to push the narrative for him to make that money that has been spent trying to keep him out of jail. And what you're probably saying, well, he's already in jail. I'm talking about further trouble, so that he's not out here serving time and not making a bag. It says, that's right, sis. Keep it real, It says, I'm just saying everyone that rides for her seems to overlook it all. And then they want to say, oh, what you putting up her legal? She didn't put it up. Well, you know what? It's just bad as putting it up. Because for number one, you pick and choose what you share with your fans and your supporters and your obsessed supporters, or whatever you want to call them. The ones that put a battery in your back, they don't care what you do. They're waiting for a train wreck. But you don't tell them that. It says overlooks the legal stuff, and I just feel in order for her to win, she needs to handle her business first so that life can be easier going forward. And not only that, you always have to look behind your back. And I don't care if you're Chrisean Rock or one of us. You have to protect yourself. We always have to be cautious, but you're always looking behind your back when you got warrants and legal obligations. I know because I used to have them. I can't speak on nothing that I haven't experienced. See, that's the difference between me and other channel holders. I'm gonna tell you the real, because before you hear something about me, why not hear it from me? Because I could tell it better than they can. And what could be the worst that happens? If I tell you something that puts a nasty taste in your mouth, you don't like me no more, you'll stop watching me. Oh, well, then there'll be other people that will come along that will, and I'll get over it. I'm not going to do anything to be who I am. And I'm sorry, it's Chrisean Rock, she's actively not on social media. That's a good thing because there's no drama for her to be up here for, right? Blueface is in jail. But I don't agree, and I will not agree with her not taking care of her legal obligations, but not trying to get far off of what I'm talking about. It didn't sit well with me when I heard them say red rum, and then we already know what it spells forward. If you reverse it, and we don't need to be saying in the comment section, we know what it means, but it's just that it's a demonic word. And why would you want to make money off of your efforts and hard work? And this goes out to Ray J, and be I don't know, and have a company, or wanna have a person that's a godly person, even associated even with a name like that. I know you're probably saying, "Oh, you're doing too much, man. That's just a name," but it symbolizes something, and it's demonic. And we already see what these superstars are going through right now. They're taking them down. It says, yeah, like this video. Make sure y'all hit this like button. She's already worried, Chrisean Rock, that she needs to, the times that she has went live, that she needs to protect herself, that she needs to let the public know when things were going on with Wack 100 and her, Chrisean Rock. So did Dre. We know Dre was cracking up, or still is. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I am not making in front of Dre. He was having a meltdown. He felt like he was not being protected. There's a reason why these people feel this way. And in this industry, one thing I will say, through Chrisean's pain and trials and tribulations, she has shared with us that it is not a facade or something that's made up, that in this industry, this is a dirty game. And people can get unalived in this dirty game when things don't want to go the way that the industry wants it to go. When you ain't moving in alignment with the industry. So we have to understand that it's deeper than all this. Wack 100 put pause on Chrisean Rock. We know that's not true. I know you got your adrenaline up, the endorphins or whatever up in the brain. You know what I'm saying? It was a little high for a minute, but now we have to come down to reality, because those that do, I believe, that go so hard for Chrisean Rock, and they don't even know Chrisean Rock, are they really Chrisean Rock supporters? And she has to be careful with them too. Not even in the industry, but also on social media, with some of these messages that are out here painting this narrative of supporting Chrisean Rock. At the end of the day, this is my job, and this is how I get paid. I'm keeping it real. But my position when speaking about Chrisean Rock is, I'm not going to character assassinate her. I'm not on no smear campaign. If she's doing something right, I'm going to praise it. I'm going to, good for Chrisean. She's doing good. This is what happened. Let me give you the update. But if she's doing something, out of pocket, I'm going to check her on it. I'm not checking on it like I'm a caller. I don't know her personally. Some people have made up this grand delusion in their head that they really know her in real life. And until I see that she has confirmed that she really knows these messengers in real life, it's going to stay, in my opinion, that they're in a grand delusion. And they're putting a battery in Chrisean's back. But I'm telling you, every time I say something, because I've been in this game for a while, with this sort of mess, drama, toxicity type of content, and I know how it ends. But Blueface will be getting out soon. You just know that. And very, very soon. Just know that. Let's hint. And let me just tell you something. I hope she keeps the same energy. And see, let me just make this clear for the sensitive ones. I call them too as well. Me saying disclaimer, and I'm saying disclaimer being sarcastic. I'm saying listen up. Hear what I'm saying. Listen up clearly. Me saying I hope she shows that same energy when she gets out. When he gets out, she gets out. When Blueface gets out and she doesn't interact in any of these shows because she doesn't like what they stand for. I hope she keeps that same energy when Blueface gets out. That's not because I'm against Chrisean Rock. That's because I'm not going to put a battery in her back. You go, girl. That's your man. You do it because your man wants you to do it. You know that's your man, girl. Blueface, your man. Y'all getting along, girl. He claiming your baby now, girl. No, that's not me. You go find somebody that does that. That's fake and that's phony. And I'm not on that time. And I'm never going to be on that time. So you got your peoples mixed up. Because I'm going to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. And people get mad when they hear that because I don't like it when people tell me what I need to hear. I hope so too. You are so true. Thank you. Thank you so much, sweetie. I hope so too. Gracie in the building. I hope she keeps that same energy because we can say one thing right now because I've been down that road too. Because like I said, I'm a channel holder where I will give you the wow factor too. Because I'll be so real and raw with you, telling you when I'm also getting on Chrisean in this live. Well, how do I know? I'll say something like that out the blue because I lived it or something, I'll say. But let me just tell you something. I've been there before. Man locked up. Oh, when he gets out, it's going to be some changes, girl. He going to have to get himself together. He going to have to go. And he be right back in my house. I've been there, done that. But when you get tired of being tired and you start to see how much wasted time you keep repeating yourself over and over again, only one you're hurting is yourself because the dude that you keep letting in, he's already hurt. He just misery like in company. Hurt people. He wants you to be where he's at. It's simple as that. And you feeding right into it. He don't even have to beg you. He ain't got to physically keep you because you ain't going nowhere because you are so dumbfounded. I'm speaking of myself. I used to have to tell myself. But you got to be tired of being tired. And if something doesn't resonate with who you stand for, then don't stand for it. Period, point blank. Don't stand for it. So when he gets out, don't get weak in the knees and try to make it make sense. Because, see, all that's going to make you look like is just what everybody's been saying. The real haters. She don't have a voice unless Blueface is present. She don't got a conversation unless we want to make her. We're trying to make people believe is that Chrisean is who Chrisean is. And Blueface may have helped her career, but he don't define who she is. Chrisean is her own person. I agree, SL. Keep the same energy, no switching up, right? But I believe, and like I said, I love me some Chrisean Rock with her little cute self, with a beautiful self. I do. I see a lot of her in me, especially with the fighting. Because don't judge a book by its cover. She got some hands on her. But I don't think that she's gonna keep that same energy when he gets out. I think that she's telling you all of this, all to the supporters. She sees the same thing I see, or who Lulu sees, or Nessie BNC. She sees the same thing that we see, that her supporters go for anything. So that's why she's able to tell you anything. She could tell you, I'm not pairing up with Ray J. I'm not living that life. Let Blueface get out right now and go, listen, I've been doing deals. I did a deal with Ray J. And a deal with Ray J Blueface ain't got to be there to do the deal. These are deals. That's what Wack 100's job is to do, to make those kind of deals. So just because he's locked up, you don't think Wack 100 got stuff lined up for him? Watch how fast Blueface blows. And watch how, Chrisean Rock should take advantage of the fact that she's already a sensational star on social media. As soon as Blueface gets out, when you pair them two together, the dynamic is off the hook. They just gotta, in between personal life, they gotta be business. But I honestly don't want to see her, riding the wave with what Blueface's plans are. Keep that same energy. That's all I'm saying. You do not hurt yourself. You have to love yourself enough to let go and want better. Feels good when you let go and want more. Right. And you know what? At first, when you let the situation go, you feel sick. You can't eat. You can't sleep. You wake up thinking about them. You go to sleep thinking about them. And if the best way to lose weight is sometime when you're going through a breakup, I'm going to tell you something. You can lose weight that way. If you had to lose some, honey, you can lose weight in a relationship, honey. Because once you think about that man, honey, your appetite go away. It ain't you don't want to eat. But you know what? The sun will come out again. Sometimes it takes different relationships. It takes time to get through them. But you get through them. But this Red Rum, when he was just talking, he was saying it nonchalantly, Ray J. I said, ooh, child. Tell the truth and shame the devil. I said, no. So I'm Ray J's up there with the P. Diddy's and the Whitneys and the Bobby Browns and the you don't want to mingle with certain people in the industry. Don't get me wrong, Ray J. I've seen a lot of change in that man, but I don't think that the setting is appropriate right now if that's what Chrisean is serious about, which is changing. And she doesn't want to do these ratchet shows. In order for it to work, in my opinion, she's going to have to sit down and tell her just what kind of a network she wants to have. And I think that Crazy in Love 3 would be more suitable. But in Crazy in Love 3, they should show something that's more grown up. It can also attract another audience, which can bring in more revenue. It could also, whatever audience it was bringing in before, it could be a twist with a newer audience, maybe a more mature audience. And, things can, turn into something from that. But I saw in the comment section, but I said to myself, I know I'm not crazy now. I said, Red Rum. When I heard him say it, I was like, Red Rum in my head, Red Rum. Then I was like, I just got like this chill, and I said to myself, I know I overthink sometimes, but I said, this is demonic. And then I was just thinking of all the stuff that Chrisean Rock has been recently going through, acting really paranoid, thinking that somebody's going to do something to her and wanting to put a lot of evidence online to protect yourself. I'm like, man, Blue, you need to get out here and stay out here and protect your women. And I hate to say it like that, and I hope nobody got disrespected. But there's not only Chrisean Rock in his life, he has a little daughter. There's Jaidyn. Bonnie Lachey's up in the air for now. I ain't going to go too far with it. But let me just tell you, he needs to be front and center so whenever they call, he's not in jail on some stupid stuff. So, I wish the best for Chrisean Rock. I hope that she doesn't give in to this demonic force that's probably going to be in her ear as soon as Blueface gets out. Because if he's in that direction of, collaborating, which he is, his manager's Wack 100. And he seems to, go with the flow, at whatever Wack 100 says. Chrisean Rock's going to have to go in that direction too. So all we can do, and I don't like everybody praying on me. So let me not say all we can do is pray, because sometimes people could be praying for your downfall. So let me not say that. But the ones that do, and it's positive, then I'll speak. I'm speaking for y'all to pray for. You know what I'm saying? Because right now she needs all the prayers she can get. And another thing is, if you want to be a friend to her, don't put a battery in the back. Yeah, it's time to be a man. He got to be a man. And then with all this stuff going on in the industry, I mean, come on. All he got is time on his hands. I'm quite sure he's seeing these people right before his eyes getting taken down. Before Blueface gets out, there gonna be people are gonna be going in there right behind him. It says, SL, you're right. Prayers is the key. Yes, right. Don't put your, let me tell you something. Don't put your life in the hands of men. When I say men, I'm not talking about just men. I'm talking about people. You put your life, your hands in charge. You let God put him in charge, is what I'm saying. Men will always let you down, but your God won't. I don't like to get into religion. That's a little too personal, so sometimes I kind of get all, messed up in my words, because it's a very personal situation when you start talking about that. Touchy. But Chrisean Rock, she's got to love herself and keep that same energy. That's all I'm going to keep saying throughout this whole live. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way in. I don't know why he doesn't learn. And same for Chrisean. Yeah, it's crazy. It's a really sad situation. But like I said, I'm not here to judge. I'm just here because I want to see Chrisean do better. And a lot of people, why they'll make their little assumptions on my position, even though they don't know me from a can of paint and wouldn't know me if they walked past me in the street, is because they're saying, why would you, when you're nothing to Chrisean, care that much about her, that you do commentary on her, but if she's doing right, you praise her, but if she's doing wrong, you get on her case. Because I'm a real person. I'm a realist. And I'm going to continue to tell you, I'm not going to tell nobody what they want to hear. I'm going to tell them what they need to hear. Now, it took me time in life, too, to take criticism. But when I look back, because I'm older now, I'd be like, man, that person really loved me, man. Why wasn't these other people telling me? I thought these people over here were cool because they never made me mad. You probably can only count on one hand how many friends you have, first and foremost. If you say you got 100 friends, you got the game messed up. You might be lucky to have maybe count on two hands how many friends you got. Ain't no such thing as no 100 friends. And everything that appears is not always so, boo-boo. I've been your age. You ain't never been mine. Good morning, Natasha. Hi, sis. Like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Yes. Good morning. Good morning. That's right. Davis Nation in the building. All my mods up in here. That's what's up. It's not even including, what does it say? Because I got this little banner thing upside. It says it's not even judging. It's like you say, what they need to hear, not what they want to. Exactly. But you know what? Let me just tell you why it's the way that it is, though. It's a group of people. They're watching Chrisean Rock, and they don't want you to stop the circus. They think that you're stopping the circus. No, SL Davis cannot stop the circus. The circus is going to go on. The bag that they need to make because they're entertainers on social media is still going to go on. What you have to understand is, but when they're in the circus and they're doing something that could be detrimental to them, like her not clearing up legal obligations, or her not doing this with Junior or something like that. I'm using that as an example. No, we're not up here talking about Junior. And if we was, it would not be in a manner of any sort of disrespect or any demonic Nothing. No demonic conversation or anything. It'd be in a beautiful light. But if if you don't speak up, she's gonna think she's doing something right. And not only that, when you do speak up, you get an audience of people who have put the battery in the back and they're waiting for a train wreck. But as soon as Chrisean crashes, they'll be there to see that, because that's what they really want to see, in my opinion. And then that's when they'll go on the smear camp. The supporters will go on the smear campaign when she crashes. It's all designed to make her feel. A lot of people are not really supporters. You get a few, Natasha, Nessie, y'all in the building, y'all are supporters. But there's some faking a fraud. They're faking a fraud. Good morning, sis. Good morning, Natasha. Hey, how you doing, baby girl? They're perpetrating the fraud. There are some that they got a veil on them, and it making people think that they are out for the best interest of Chrisean Rock, and they're not. And you could tell how they move every single day. But see, you see it like I see it. But it's entertainment. But it's just like drinking liquor. You're going to come down eventually. And the fun going to be over with. You see it. Why would some of these people that support Chrisean Rock be up here with these kind of videos? Making you think that something happened. You get in the video and it's not even what the video's about. Come on. Let's make it make sense. Or making you think that, oh, I just talked to. Now, like I said, I'm standing on how I feel, how I see my point of view on things. Now, I will retract any statements that I make, but I'm quite sure that Chrisean Rock don't know none of these messages that be so-called supporting Chrisean Rock. They're doing a job just like me to get paid, period, point blank. That's why they're doing it. And they allegedly have a respect for Chrisean Rock. They, she's got that content that pops, and people gravitate to it. They do commentary on it. But all this getting emotionally attached and getting on live and going in and going off on people and all that mess, it's an act. You're an actor. Go to Hollywood. Stop. You're doing too much. The girl is minding her business and they just won't leave her alone. When she's online, they have something to say, and when she's not, they have something to say. Right. And that's how it is. And you know what? Chrisean Rock goes through what everybody goes through that's a social media influence. I go through that same thing. If I say this, they say something. If I do that, they say something. That's why I'm not on no team. You get what I'm saying, Natasha? I'm on the right team. I'm not appeasing the masses, because if you appease the masses and you're doing something up here that you ain't got no business doing and your channel's gone, people be talking about you. And half the people you're trying to appease don't like you know-how. So I'm not up here to appease the masses. I'm doing what's right for my channel and what's right for me. I just barely caught a live. Hi, Lady the Queen. I saw your comments this morning when I was reading them. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way and hit the like button. And make sure y'all spam up that comment section when y'all look at the replay. For the replay gang, I would like to hear your thoughts and your comments. Interact more in the comment section of these live chats and also in the comment section of these videos. If you're not going to get up here and speak with me on the platform, at least interact in the chat and on the comment section of these videos. It's crazy. People don't know how to talk without being so hateful. They do too much like They really know her. That's what I'm saying, Nessie. I don't get it. That's what's so weird to me. That's what's so concerning to me. That is what's so questionable to me. Now, I understand that you all on Rock side and all. And whatever she do, you just gonna go with the flow with it. But, all that pretending like, you know her like that. We got to stop that now. Come on now. Let's make it make sense. People just want to use Chrisean Rock. Right. Exactly. But the biggest user is looking right at us. That's Blueface. It says, that life, Natasha, we cannot please people. That's why I try to do what's best for me. Exactly. Lulu, I agree, but when you start lying just because, that's crazy. Natasha, are we on the same page with this one here? Because you there's some people up here ain't doing right. You ain't doing right. And guess what? Let me tell you something. I took a screenshot of it because I know that, because I remove people from my comment section too. But it's because of disrespect, not because I didn't got you to the video and it was titled Blueface just got out and face upside the head with a brick. No. And then you go on the video, it's not even about the about Chrisean slapping Blueface in the head with a brick. Or my sources told me that if you ain't got no receipts, we don't want to hear that. Nah, you just got my view, sis. You just got my view, bro. You just got my view. And I want to hear, if I can't even see no graphics or no audio, you got to make me believe that what you're saying in this title is what it is. Because I can't take my view back. I can't take that back. I went on IG and it was crazy. If you don't like her, stay off her page. I don't see how they have the heart to say what they say. They act like they don't live in a glass. Let me tell you something. They come on my channel all the time. That's why I be blocking these clowns. The 1%ers, if it don't apply, let it fly. It says Lady the Queen. I'm trying to Natasha. Ooh, child, good. And got a nerve to be up here all through the day pumping them out. But I seen, anyways, like I was saying, I got sidetracked. But yeah, I seen a comment one time on one person I'm referring to, and I said, and they just had put their video out, and I said, I'm gonna take a screenshot of the newest comment that comes up, because I know somebody got to be saying, why are you lying? And sure enough, I might show it one day. I'll just show the comment of and I'll even blur out the person's. Well, I would definitely blur out the channel holder's name. I wouldn't do that. But I'm saying I'm gonna also blur out the person who said, why are you lying? They'll probably be happy for me to let them see their face and name. But yeah, they said, well, you always lying. And when they said it, I was cracking up. And I said, let me not exit off this video until I screenshot this. Because I know that they're saying it, but them comments are getting deleted. They're heavily getting deleted. Oh yeah. When you start putting content up like that, you gotta stay on that. You gotta be on patrol on that comment section after that video goes out. Or a couple of them will slip through, I'm quite sure. But you gotta be, and then you have to comb through it. If you didn't know it, you gotta keep it. That's a full-time job right there. After you done put that little bogus thing out there. I say all the time, lies, lies, lies. Woo, child. I be saying these must be some days of our lives, and as the world turns and whatever the other little soap operas are, these must be these kind of people. They're just like, listen, honey, I know this is a circus like my soap operas. And honey, it don't matter if it's the truth or not. It sounds good. The lie sounds better than the truth. Because a lie can go on and on and on and on, and the truth remains the same. I'm trying to tell you, honey, people don't like to hear that truth now, honey. That's almost like people that don't like bathing. They don't like to take no shower and put no hot water on their skin. You know, like they're allergic to water. Like, get on in there. Get your funky butt up on in there now. People don't like to hear the truth. It's almost like nasty people that don't like to bathe. Ooh, child. You feel me, Natasha? Ooh, child. Don't get me started today. I ain't even had no coffee. Honey, y'all probably be thinking half the time I'll be up here drinking and some more. No, this is natural. Tell the truth and shame the devil. I got hard for Chrisean. It says I got hard for Chrisean because it's a double standard when it comes to her, and she receives way too much hate for doing the same thing other celebrities have done or do or worse. You're right. I'm trying to tell you, honey. Oh my Lord. Lord, and Geritol, Lord. I said, who in the color purple? How do I say it? What in the Avery in the color purple is going on here? I'd be like, oh no, you didn't. Well, let me stop. All right, back to this. Yes, a lot of demonic stuff going on. And it's scary. The most scariest thing is the ones that play like they riding for you, but they're not. They're not. They're not. They're not. They might be riding for you in their mind, because after a while they start to believe that they're riding for you, because that's the side that they've taken, you know, in order to get to the bag, but they're not. It's horrible. It's really crazy. I think that it's one thing to get on Chrisean when it's about a safety issue or the well-being of her, or to remind her, because she looks at these videos, because I know I remind her, good, clip them warrants. Now you got out here, ran your mouth about these warrants being out here, legal obligations or whatever you got going on, clear them up. If you need somebody to talk to, DM me. Ask me, and I'll keep it private. I don't do no recordings and Chrisean Rock DM me this unless I get full permission. I wouldn't share that with the public, because I feel like it's a young girl. I've been her age. She ain't never been mine, asking for help. I don't care how much money you have. Money can't buy no common sense, honey. It says, and it can't make you happy. You don't be lying. These people really crazy. I'm trying to tell you. It's like, oh man, it's crazy how. Let me see. It's crazy. I have never seen so many grown folks come out. I mean, come for a 24-year-old. I haven't either. The littlest thing she do now, Natasha, Nada, and Lulu, and Lady Queen, and Nessie. Now they up here talking about she bought subscribers. Like, what you couldn't find nothing else to talk about but some foolishness. And if she did, let's say if she did, hypothetically speaking, like, why do you care? How does it affect your life? I feel in my heart she will wake up and leave all these devils alone. Yeah. Yep. I believe so too. So that's why sometimes God don't make no mistakes. And let me tell you this. At least my God don't make no mistakes. And everything that is happening to her, and even in our lives, we always think that, oh, this is the worst. Things get better. And I know for a fact things are going to get better for Chrisean Rock. She just can't be walking around trusting everybody, because everybody ain't worth your trust or your time. And I just want her to realize that. I really honestly want her to realize that. and the better I should be. But yeah, it's a lot of people out here perpetrating the fraud. You got to be careful, honey. You got to be careful. Let me see. We want her to do the right thing and make great decisions and stay focused and not get caught up in the demonic realm. Exactly. They find every piece of dirt on her. Yep, you're right. 100,000. Come on now, if she's going to. Right. It doesn't make any sense. To me, that's when you know you're running out of content, when you got to put stupid stuff like that up. To me, that's stupid. Yeah. Chrisean Rock ain't got to worry about me talking about no subscribers, because she knows she might not want to hear what I'm saying, because we never want to hear when somebody's telling you the truth. But ain't nobody got time to be telling me she bought no. Do you think I even believe that? No. And if she did, that's her business. Even if I found out she did do it, I wouldn't have no hour commentary. I can barely stay on a live for an hour, let alone sit on a live talking about how she bought subscribers. I don't care. Why is that any importance? Does that make her a bad person? No, it doesn't. It really doesn't, guys. I think they know she's going to do her big one. Lesson to a big blessing. Exactly. But you know what? That's the whole point, Nessie. That's what we do to each other. We're the only race that does this to each other. And every time I gravitate to new content, I always be like, I hope the audience changes, where it's a mix. Asians, blacks, Latinos, Caucasians, because diverse, because we're the only kind. And if you guys started a YouTube channel, you would understand what I'm talking about too. We don't stick together, and it's so hard to make everybody happy. That's why I don't try to, because they're never going to be happy. They're mad that you're up here. I did a video on Apple Watts, somebody who is deserving to be in the limelight right now. She's struggling with no family or friends, people robbing her left and right, and she can barely take care of herself with one hand in a wheelchair. She, matter of fact, is back in the hospital. I think she might still be in there. She fell. Nobody want to hear that kind of content. You just want to hear updates on Chrisean Rock and something where she dropped the ball, something tragic. It just don't make no sense. Then they want to say, well, why did you put Chrisean Rock in the Apple Watch content? Because I was referring to both of them. If you go to the Impressive channel, one of my favorite channels, Impressive, shout out to Impressive channel. Do you guys notice? Put a Y in the chat. The ones that are still participating in the live chat. Do you guys notice channels, larger channels? They put multiple names in the title and thumbnail of people that they're talking about. I had said that it resonates. Chrisean Rock having, problems in social media. People hating on her. I felt as though Apple Watch, she's not the person we knew her to be, the fly girl. Now everybody wants to like be down on her, not want to help her. Like they was waiting for her downfall. It's really sad. The only race that goes after each other, that's why we can't get nowhere. I'm trying to tell you. That's why we ain't gonna never get no reparation and nothing like that. SL, you are so right. I say that all the time. We are, yep, but we are our own downfall. And I'm telling you, I say every time I start a new content, and you know what else? Y'all be mad at me when I say it, but I got to tell the truth. I be always saying, like even rappers or who, people that are in the industry, if they have like a white audience, for an example, right? And I'm not, I'm black, so it's not like I'm trying to be hold on one second. Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. I had to take that call. It says no, we don't. We as colored people are too busy hating on each other instead of uplifting. Yup. And I'm trying to tell you, and it's so sad that it's like that. I wanted to share a video of this female. She does how to earn money on social media, just in general, whether it's social media like YouTube. I keep saying social media, whether it's YouTube or whatever. It's how to make money online. And she showed her earnings, like which the per 1,000 views are like she's making, like sometimes she can make up to like $50 or something cents, depending on the if it's maybe real estate, the RPM will be more per 1,000 views, and I wanted to show you like this information so that if you want to start your own YouTube channel and or start a website, and if you make soaps and candles or incense or whatever you do, you could, start a business on social media. That's what time I'm on. But it's like you can't even get this information out to your own kind, because all they want to complain when you talk about or update them about Chrisean Rock. But then when you put something out that they can benefit from, they have an attitude. So it's like I'm not here to please nobody. I'm not trying to do it. Takes too much effort. You either, you with the program and you're not. The sad part, she came from nothing and so young and accomplished a lot. That's what I've said from the beginning. Like we said, everyone makes mistakes. A lot of the people don't put it out there. Right, exactly. And you have to understand that's why you'll never see me do commentary videos unless the rules of YouTube change where we have to show our face. You don't need to know what I look like. I mean, I have profile pictures, whatever, up on my channel. You don't need to know what my house looks like. You don't need to know what the inside of my house look like. You don't need to know who my husband is. You don't need to know what my granddaughter's name is. You don't need to know but what I tell you. I'm not one of those social media influencers that I got to be. I get views and I'm making money off of YouTube and I got to be in the spotlight. That's not the position I play. And I choose to keep it that way. I keep my business and my personal life private. I pick and choose what I want to share. And that's all I'm trying to get across to Chrisean Rock. Pick and choose with these characters. Because some of these people are characters. They're not your friends. They're not your friends. You could be on fire and they wouldn't spit on you. These are the same people that tell their kids to go to school and behave the teacher and get up here on YouTube or any of these social media platforms and act a fool. You know what I'm saying? It says, say that we don't stick together. It's disgusting. We will kick our own down. Yep, the black community should be encouraged, Chrisean, to get higher. Yep, and do better. They want to sit there and talk about she bought some views. I guess that's uplifting her. Chrisean Rock don't buy views. I mean, what are you learning from that? A word on the curb is Chrisean Rock bought views. Come on now. Come on. Y'all got to do better than that. Like, really? That's when now you reaching. But the crazy part is all the ones coming for her come from nothing. Right. No doubt. Don't make no sense. You are right. Multiple topics. Been watching impressive for years. I'm trying to tell you. And she puts multiple content creators in the title, and if she can't fit them, they go in the thumbnail. So what you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Willis? On one channel, they said she was sleeping with Blueface's. Oh Lord, ooh, child Rose Hall. There's one channel I gave props to, but it was positivity that I was saying about that channel holder, because I don't like I said, I don't be in people's business and on their channel to look for no mess with them. But some people, they just stick out like a sore thumb because they're doing too much. But all I can say is I can't knock how somebody else do on their channel. I just know that I got to move differently. That's all. Got any plans for the weekend for Easter? Nope, just staying in the house. And I probably will make an Easter dinner. I don't really like ham. Well, I like ham, like if you fry it for breakfast meat or something like that. I love ham. Actually, I love pork. But I'm saying I can't eat it as a dinner meat. So I'll probably make an Easter dinner. That's about it. And make some devil eggs and stuff like that. Good afternoon. It says, I think the ones that saying slept with. That's crazy. It's a better way to talk to her. The way people talk to her, she's going to keep acting no better. Exactly. I got to figure out how to do commentary on YouTube without showing my face, like impressive channel, not live. Yeah, well, you can there are ways you could do it. You could just put the screenshot the photo, a still photo, or images, and take the audio track off the bottom in your editing software, and then you talk over the it's not an audio no more, but the video, and just take the audio clip off and record while the image is going by. Just record the video. I know it's not the same for me either, because I've lost a lot of my loved ones, and the world has also changed. So, just like Christmas doesn't seem the same to me every year. People don't get into decorating anymore in the stores or even in their households. This is good on ham steak. I like ham steak like for breakfast, but like a whole ham for dinner, I'm not really with that. I can't. I see people making whole hams for Easter. And if my grandmother or my mother make ham, they make two meats, like maybe a roasted chicken or what is it called? Roast beef, like a roasted roast beef. Same thing as a pot roast, but it'd be roast beef. Characters for real. Yep. You already know. Lady the Queen, you have a channel. We're talking about the Empress channel. I was talking about that was one of my favorite channels, but I was trying to give them an example of somebody had asked me, why are you putting Apple Watts in with Chrisean Rock? And they're not understanding. Like even Tasha K does it. If you're talking about two topics, even if I talk about Chrisean Rock for a hot little, just 1 second, the rest of it's Apple Watts, that's the two people that I was talking about in the video. What's wrong with that? Is that a crime? Oh, maybe it is. I don't know. Nothing is about dressing up or no meaning or nothing. Exactly. It's not like that. Like I remember when my mother used to make sure we had our little patent leather shoes, and remember the little socks with the little the little ruffles at the bottom, the sheer ruffle. Oh, and the little coat we used to wear. Oh, the socks that folded over with the little. Oh man, don't get me started. Back in the days, Easter's used to be get dressed for church and then go out for dinner. Yes, honey. Now that put a smile on my face, man. Talk about that for a hot little second. Yup, get dressed up and go eat. We went to church. Yes, Sunday's best. Yup. I had my mother got pictures of me and my little sister. Oh, we be all dressed up. Our hair be all. Well, our hair is always used to be done, but like for Easter, you have your little Easter barrettes, and you be looking all extra cute. And even when I was a teenager, I couldn't wear Easter cane because my mother was always like into designer clothes and stuff like that. She was a hairdresser for many years, so you know how hairdressers they're really into fashion too, because you know you gotta keep your hair up, right? Because you're your own walking billboard. But a lot